Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. So I'm going to say this again. I'm really sorry if you guys just watched the Hangman and the Death video. You have to hear it all again. But I have created a Google Docs file, and it is the write-ups of all of the information for every card that we are going over in the series. So that is in the description box for everyone. In every Learn the Rider Waite Tarot video, we have past and future. So please check out that link, you guys. It's very, very, very helpful. I have done the write-up for everything that we cover in each card. I do not have pictures in there for copyright reasons. I don't want to go out of my way to like reach out to the publisher and ask if I can do things like this. So I do have, it looks kind of like a college paper with all of the quotations and the reference pages and things like that. I do have the copyright information in there as well. So I have only gotten as far as the High Priestess and the introduction and all of the formalities. So please check back to that regularly so that you guys can see what I update. I'm going to try my very hardest to update us up to where we are now so that the write-ups correspond with the video we're doing for that day. It is going to be one large document. I don't want to take the time to do a different page for each card, like a different file for each card, and then put it with the video. I might do that when we end the series for people going forward, but I do really want everyone to read that introduction and have all of that copyright information in there. I feel like that is very important to have in that document. So please, 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 you guys understand I did just cram all of that information into one page so that every card is limited to one page to keep it clean. But if you guys need spacing, you need it to be bigger, you need bold, you need whatever you need, please feel free to copy and paste that into another document. Do whatever you need to for your eyes. I have made it shareable so that you can print it. If you need to highlight things, take notes, do whatever you need to do to that document. I have made it for you guys so that everybody has access to this information if you do not have the book. And feel free to go back and rewatch those first couple of videos if you feel like you need to with that information. If you guys have been keeping up with the series, you know the first couple of ones had a little bit more information than what we have going forward now, but I did add the keywords in those first couple of ones because I don't think you guys saw those. So please, 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 you guys utilize that. I am working very hard to make that a thing. I'm trying really hard to get it caught up to where we are now. I'm gonna try my very best to work on it every day. Hopefully I can get at least three cards done a day. That will catch us up in about a week to where we are. That is willing that I can get that much done. So please utilize that. I work very, 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 very hard on it. That's my spiel for that. And let's go ahead and jump into the Temperance card. I'm so excited. So if you guys remember my Meet My Universal deck, my Universal deck has adopted the name Temperance. She resonated the most with the Temperance card, said she really liked that name, so that's what we went with. So Temperance is a really fun card, and it is actually the card that I pulled for our reading the other day. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, my socials are always down there, but I do random one card draws every once in a while if I feel like it. So I did get that Temperance card since we have Mars in retrograde going into Aries. It's a whole lot of war energy right now, a whole lot of very proud, very combative energy. So I'm really glad that the tarot agreed with me on that one and gave us the Temperance card for everyone to see. So let's go ahead and read what this card says at the very top. It says, even in ancient times, temperance was considered to be one of the cardinal virtues. The themes are finding the right measure and aiming for the highest goals in life. The card is an invitation to grasp the contradictions of life with both hands. The keywords for Temperance upright are the middle path, patience, finding meaning, and calmness. And the keywords for Temperance reversed are extremes, excess, and lack of balance. Background noise. Sorry guys, I'm trying really hard to get these done, so we gotta just keep rolling with it. So if you get the Temperance card in a spiritual reading, that means we continue to experience purgatory, a process of refinement as long as the right measure has not been found. If you get Temperance as the card for the day, it means grasp the true contradictions of your life with both hands. If you get this card in a love and relationships reading, it means your deeds create new facts, and through them you recreate yourself time and again. It is important to let your partner participate in the process. And if you get this in a success and happiness reading, it means set up a creative workshop in your daily routine where you can regularly replenish your spiritual reservoir. So understand, we also talk about temperance as an alchemical symbol. The 2 cups there, mixing things, has to do with alchemy. So I haven't read this part in the book yet. I actually did not get as far as temperance when I was filming the past couple of days because I had so many issues that I just kept refilming the same 2 videos. So let's see if it talks about that. Yep, mixing and liquefaction. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is the angel. Very clear there, there's a big angel in the middle. So it says the angel on earth. The angel is the only figure in the picture. Here, there is no way around the need to get to grips with one's heavenly potential. It has to do with one's higher self, but also with unrealistic idealism. So the next one we've got here is the breastplate or amulet that is on the chest of the angel there. It says, the triangle stands for femininity and spirituality, the square for masculinity and matter, bringing their opposite aspects into the state of productive tension. Above the amulet, the 4 Hebrew letters JHVH, which we also saw in the Wheel of Fortune video talking about the unspeakable name of God, Yahweh or Jehovah. I don't know why it says above that. You can't see that anywhere, but sure, let's go with that. So the next one we got is the mixing of the cups there. As you can see, the angel is mixing water in those cups. So this says liquefaction, not liquefaction, sorry, liquefaction. So contradictions are resolved and reconciled by creating a potential difference between them so that things can flow. Finding the right measure also means achieving the right state of tension and balancing of opposites. The next one we have here are the 3 levels. So if we take a look here, it's talking about the 3rd eye of the angel, the hands of the angel, and the feet of the angel. That creates 3 levels there. So below, the poles, land and water, are still unreconciled. In the middle, the contradictions find a relationship to each other and the flow begins. And above, unity or the 3rd eye and a complete span of differences with the large wings. So the next one we've got here is the lengthy path. Always the tiniest thing. There you go. Lengthy path. That thing right there behind the angel. So it says, the legendary true will, life's plan. Aim, the right tasks in life which we bring to a favorable conclusion and which bring us thereto. A warning against long-windedness, false ideals, and complicated procedures. So the next one we have here is the blue water that is underneath temperance. So it says, the blue of the water reappears in the blue of the mountains, spirituality, mind and soul, which determines both the origin and the goal. The light blue warns us against naivety and wishful thinking. Next one is the blue mountains. So it's right there. That's what the path leads to, is the blue mountains. So it says, the symbol for marriage of heaven and earth, the mystery of unification which runs through this card. Practical exercise. Seek and find your own destiny in the lifestyle which best harmonizes with your personal self. Excuse me. The next one is the sun and 3rd eye together. So the sun here, which is a crown, and the 3rd eye here. Oh, excuse me. So the head of the angel and the sun above the mountains have a similar form. They are intended to correspond with each other. When the personal will and the will of fate come together, great things are possible. I wonder why that's a crown. That doesn't talk about it at all, the fact that that's a crown. Even in the old picture on here on the book, it's a crown in the sun. That's so interesting. It doesn't talk about that at all. So the next one is the gray sky, which of course in the Radiant is a blue sky, because why would we have gray in the Radiant? That doesn't exist in the Radiant. So for all intents and purposes, you guys, we are talking about the gray sky. If you guys have a Centennial or an original Rider Waite, it will be a gray sky. However, I am using the Radiant, so it's blue. But we're talking about it as if it is gray. So the sun is at the figure's back, a warning against unnoticed, forgotten intentions. The gray sky warns against indifference in respect of life goals, and it encourages us to adopt a neutral attitude. And the last one we have here is fire wings. Clearly the angel has big old red wings. So it says, the wings exceed the limits of the image. New possibilities are always there. There is no end in sight. Negative connotation, purgatory, perfectionism, flight into delusion. Positive, purging, combining the infinite with the necessary. So I think that's really interesting. All of the angels I have noticed in this deck always have red wings. So I really hope you guys were able to retain some of that. The easiest way for me to remember Temperance, like I said before, you guys, not all this stuff is super pertinent to the card when it comes up in a reading. So the way that I remember Temperance is by the word temperance. Temper, very easy, temper, have a level head. That's why it talks about the middle path. That is a Buddhist term, talking about patience, finding meaning, calmness. You need to watch your temper very clearly. That's what temperance means, is staying tempered, having a level temper. I don't know how to say temper any different way. That's why it's so easy to talk about. And then when you have this card come up reverse, think about like the water falling out of those cups. Think about the angel getting knocked off of balance, because if you flip a bird upside down, right, the bird doesn't know what to do because it flies upward, not upside down. It's not a bat, right? So that's how you can remember lack of balance, extremes. Very easy to remember things like that. So always look at the cards as a picture, as a story, and it's really fun to imagine them. I kind of got this from my aunt, how she was talking about, like with the magician, you know how his table has all the tools, and then if you reverse it, all of the tools fall off the table because he's getting flipped. So just imagine these characters as if they are living beings inside of this little box right here. And what happens is that the picture is the way it's supposed to be when the card is upright, but when you flip it, what happens if you were to flip like a fish tank, right? You're gonna flip it, everything's gonna go all over the place. So that's a really fun way that I've started remembering cards to remember their reverse meanings, is that character off balance because you flip them like that, like an Etch-a-Sketch flip, you know what I mean? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're able to retain some of that. I know that I just said temper a million times and we're like, yes, that makes sense. So I'm sorry about that. But yes, you guys, I am going to try my very best to start getting some extra videos going on. I know the card of the day gets a little bit stale if that's all that you are watching, so I do have some new Meet My Tarot Decks videos that I can get done, as well as another reading at some point in time. I've really been itching to, do another reading, so I think that that's all I had to say. Please go check out that Google Docs document down there. That link is in every single video across the board, past and future. I'm pretty sure I said that already. So I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.